example I gave you, that rice example. See, that example is very simple, so that's why I have taken that example, students. So what I do, yes, what example I gave? Anybody remember that rice example I gave, no, students? So in a shop, in a grocery shop, I have 20 varieties of rices. Yes, idalva 20 varieties of rice I have. So bullet rice, basmati rice, and other quality of rice. Other quality of rice. Other quality of rice. So basmati rice from serial number 1 to 5, from serial number 6 to 10, bullet rice 1 to 5, basmati 6 to 10, and the remaining is from 11 to the end. I have other quality of rice. Yes, students, if you go to any cloth store, if you go to any cloth shop, then there all varieties of clothes will be dumped in a one place. No, ready-made dresses will be in one floor, saris will be in another floor or another block. In the same floor, they do a blocks. Correct, no? Yes, students, do you observe? If you want to purchase a sari, then we will not go to a ready-made section. Correct, no? If you want to purchase a sari, then I'll not go to a ready-made section. If they don't segregate, what happens? If they don't segregate, what happens? Then it will take more time. Then we'll be in a confusion what to see. Again, if I go to sari shop, if I go to sari block, then again a cotton sari will be segregated. Yes, yes, students, cotton sari, silk sari, georgette, chiffon. Yes, all these types of, if you go to a shop, and if you ask that shopkeeper, show me a sari, then he will ask you your range. Yes, yes, students, first thing he'll ask you the range. In what range you want? You want up to 500, or you want to 1000 to 2000, or you want more than 5000. Yes, correct, no? If I tell I want a silk sari, generally the silk saree will be more than 2000 or 3000. Then what he do, related to whatever your demand, equivalent to your demand saree only he will show. Correct, no, students? Correct. If I ask a silk saree, will he show a cotton saree? Yes, students. Will he show a cotton saree? No. In silk only there are so many varieties are there. He made a subsection of silk saree. He has made a subsection of cotton saree, georgette saree, chiffon saree. Yes, synthetic saree. Like this, a group will be generated. A subsection will be generated. If I ask a silk saree, then he will show only the silk saree. Again, in the silk saree, there are n number of varieties. Again, in cotton saree, there are n number of varieties. Again, in polyester sarees, there are n number of varieties. So similarly, in why I am giving this example is in equivalence, what we do, instead of checking everything. See, if I go to a shop, clothes shop, if I ask a saree, then he'll be in a confusion to show whether I have to show a silk saree or cotton saree or polyester saree or chiffon or georgette or some other variety. Again, in pure silk will be there, art silk will be there. So many varieties will be there. So the shopkeeper will be in confusion. If he starts showing all the varieties, then again when we'll be also in confusion that which type of saree I want to purchase. If I decide I want to select only a silk saree, then for him also it will be easy to show only a silk saree. Why? Because he has made a subsection of silk saree. Yes, whatever my demand, the equivalent item he will show. Correct, no, students? Correct. Yes, do you understood what is equivalence class testing? That's why here in the beginning I told you here in the equivalence class testing, here it avoids the redundancy. Why it avoids a redundancy? Because it is not a, it is a disjoint, it is not joint. Joint means combined, it is a disjoint, and it is a, it has a subsets. It has a subset. When I explained you, a student, if you remember, when I explained you the rice example, I told I have 20 varieties of rice in my shop. So out of 20 varieties, 5 are bullet rice. Serial number 1 to serial number 5 are bullet rice, and serial number 6 to 10 basmati rice. If a person come to your shop or a rice shop, and if he asks basmati rice, then again in basmati rice you will be having some qualities, other varieties. So you will show only that. A person who is asking basmati rice, you know, students, to prepare idli and dosa also, some different varieties rice will be there. I will not, that shopkeeper will not show that type of rice, because I am asking a basmati rice, so related to basmati rice, equivalent to basmati rice, if any other qualities are there, then he will show only that, only those type of rices. So this is what, this is also a equivalence class testing. In equivalence class testing, according to our demand, according to our input, whatever the values equivalent to that, only that will be tested, only that will be tested. Again here we have a weak normal equivalence class, strong normal equivalence class, weak robust equivalence class, and strong robust equivalence class. Yes, all this we have seen in the last class. Yes, students, what is robust and weak? Weak means a single testing. Robust means what? Robust means what? Yes, what is the meaning of robust? Robust means it allows a, robust is a part of consideration of invalid values. Invalid values. So it will allow for invalid also, invalid values. But here we are checking a single value. Whereas in the here, this is a strong, this explanation I did in the last class. Again, I'm repeating, strong robust equivalence class. See, strong means we are checking a multiple values. We are checking a multiple values. Robust means we check for invalid values also. Yes, students, if you observe this, this is a strong normal equivalence class. In strong normal equivalence class, what we are doing, we are checking a multiple values. Yes, Martha Idi Valva, we are checking multiple values. But all these multiple values are within the range only. Within the range only. Whereas in the case of strong robust equivalence class, here also we are checking a multiple values, but the values are out of range. Yes, see here, this is out of range, this is out of range, this is out of range, this here also out of range. So it will allow invalid values also. It will allow invalid values also. This is strong robust equivalence class testing. Understood? Understood, students? You understood what is equivalence class testing? Yes, if you had experience when you go to a when you go for shopping, assume when you go for shopping, you want to sell, you want to purchase a specific particular product only. You want to purchase a particular product only, or you go to a laptop showroom. You go to a laptop showroom. You want to purchase Dell laptop with so and so configuration. If that configuration Dell laptop is not available, then the shopkeeper, what he tells, he will not say that that product I don't have in my showroom. He will show you equivalent to that, if he has any other product. If not in Dell, if it is there in the HP, or if it is there in the Acer, or if it is there in Apple, then he will try to show if any other item which is equivalent to your expectation. Correct, now students, which is equivalent to your expectation, he will try to show the other product. If you are agreeing, then you can purchase. Otherwise, you can go for a next shop. So this is a strong robust equivalence class testing. Yes, artha aagta idya? Yes, students, following?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we have equivalence class test case for next day function. Yes, students, From second module, we are seeing this next day problem, triangle problem, commission problem. Yes. See, this next day problem is very simple concept. What is next day problem, students? What is next day function? Anybody? What is next day function? In next day, we are checking what will the day tomorrow value. If today's date is 2nd November, if today's date is 2nd November 2020, then what will be the next day? What will be the next day? 3rd November. You may say that this is very simple. It is understood for common people also. If you ask what is next day, tomorrow date, if today is 1st November, then what is tomorrow's date? Then what is tomorrow's date? Then definitely a 2nd November. You may ask why the same example is repeating. But here, when you take an input, the value of day, the value of month, the value of year, that we have to take properly. If you take 112 of November month 2020, is it a valid value? Is it a valid value, students? Is it a valid value? No, it is not a valid value. Though the problem is very simple, the input we take, whatever the input we take, that should be very careful. We have to take very carefully the input value. Why? Because here the month is correct, year is correct. The input day value is 112. Do we have any month which is having the day 112? No, we don't have any month which is having the day 112. The range of the day value is from 1 to 31 only. The range of day value is 1 to 31 only. Okay, the next day function illustrate very well the craft of choosing the underlying equivalence relation. Recall that next day is a function of 3 variables. Yes, students, we know that in the next day function we use 3 variables. Which are those 3 variables? Month, day, and year. Yes, month, day, and year. Yes, students, if you see this, these are the subsection? Can we say the subsection? This is a subsection of month. This is a subsection of day. This is a subsection of year. Yes, students, understanding? The month value should be from 1 to 12. The range value, the value of month you have to take from 1 to 12 only. If you take 13, is it a valid month? Respond, is it a valid month? No, it is not a valid month. And if you take a day, the day value should be from 1 to 31 only. If I take 35th day, that is not a valid value. So see here, these are all the intervals. These intervals are nothing but the subset. These subsets are valid subsets. Correct, no, students? These subsets are valid subset. Here we have some of the invalid subsets. Which are those invalid subset? The month is less than 1. Is it true? Month, do we have any month value less than 1, student? Less than 1 means minus 1 only, no? 1. See, the first month is January. Do we have any month less than January? Do we have any month which is starting from 0? No. So it is invalid. Invalid, is it true? Is it invalid or valid, students? Respond. It is invalid. And the month is greater than 12. Do we have a month greater than 12 means what? 13. Correct? Greater than 12 means 13. No, I don't have any month of greater than 12. This is also invalid. And day is less than 1. Day less than 1, idea? Yes, students? Day is less than 1. Do we have any day less than 1? No, I don't have any day value less than 1. Greater than 31? No. And year. What is the range I have given? It should be from 1812 to 2012. Here, the range year value is less than 1812. No, it is not valid. Why? Because my set value is 1812 only. The beginning, the initial value starts from 1812. 1812, 1811 I am not considering because I have set the range. Because I have set the range value from 1812 to 2012. But here when I say less than 1812 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ 1813 11 ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? Yes students? Yes Winnie? Winnie, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. If I say year less than 1812 means it will be 1811, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but it is not matching with our range, whatever the value I have taken. So it is invalid. And next year value is greater than 2012. But my range is up to 2012, less than or equal to. Less than or equal to 2012. But here, when I say greater than 2012 means it will be 2013. 2013. I don't want to consider 2013. I want my limit is only from 1812 to 2012. So these are all the invalid equivalence classes. Invalid equivalence class. These are all the my subset values, the range values. So out of this range, I am taking some of the equivalence values I am taking. Understood? Understood, student? Shall I go to the next? Okay. Yes, here are the some of the examples. The examples, see here. Case 1. Month is 6. 6 andre ಯಾವ month ಬರುತ್ತೆ? June, no? June. In June, how many months I have? 30. In June, how many days I have? 30 days. But the day value is how much, students? 15. What is the expected output? What is the expected output? 16. Yes, is it true? Yes, it is correct. It is true. Next. Here, weak robust test cases. Weak robust test cases. The first condition is true. True. It is true. It is passed. This condition is passed. Next case, month is -1. Day is 15. Year is 2000. 1912. Is it true? No. Why? Because the month value is not within the range. What is the range of month? 1 to 12. But here the month value is not within the range. Coming to the next case, month is 13. Month is 13. Day is okay. Year is also okay. But month value is out of range because I don't have the range of month is 1 to 12 only. But here the month we have taken is 13. Correct, no? Next, 6th month is okay. Day. Do we have any month 32 day? No. So the day is out of range. Next, 6. Month 6. Yes, it is within the range. Okay. Day. Okay. Year 1811. But my starting range is 1812. Yes, the year is not in the range. Year is not in the range. Next, 6/15/2013. 6 month is okay. Date is also okay. But year is out of range. Why? My prescribed, my set value, my range is from 1812 to 2012 only. If I take 13, then it is out of range. Yes, students, following? Yes, how we are doing the equivalence test? Following, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Next. Next, I have a one more set. Next, here I have a one more set, which is of one more set, that is month value. How much? Month value. The months we have, yes students, we know that we have few months which is having days 30. Go back to your second module, beginning of the second module. Yes, we have checked, no? In the code we have checked. And few months we have 31 days. Which are those months which are having 30 days? March, sorry, not March. April, June, September, November. Yes, correct? Month has 30 days. Which are all the months has 4, 6, 9, 11. Month has 31 days. 1 is for January. 3 is for March. 5 is for May. 7 is for July. 8 is for August. 10 is for October. 12 is for December. Month is February. Again, when you see here, in a year, in a 1 year, I have 12 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here I have listed out only the 11 months. Why I have skipped 1 month is that month is February. That month is February. In a month of February, sometimes, generally, I'll be having 20, generally it will be having 28 days. But in exceptional case, not every time, exceptional, in some cases, the days of February is 29 days. 29 days. In boundary value and in DD path. In DD path, we have seen it is an exceptional case, not in a every month, every year. Not in a every year we get 29 days. Leap year comes. ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ leap year? So whenever the leap year comes, that time the number of days in February month will be 29. So the day is 1 to 28. Day is 29. 29. Day value is 30. Day value is 31. And year is 2000. Year is 2000. And one more condition for year is non-century leap year. Yes students, why this non-century word is coming? Why this non-century word is coming? Century means what? 100, no? If a batsman hits 100 runs, then we say he has done a century. So every 100th year is a century, no? Yes. So here, yes, I told you this 1900 is a, though it is dividing the, though if you divide this year by 4, the modulus is 0, the remainder is 0. The remainder is 0. This is not a leap year. This is not a leap year. So that's why this year, this condition is here we have taken this condition. Year is a non-century leap year. Non-century leap year. And year is a common year. Common year means what? Common year is nothing but non-leap year. This is leap year and this is non-leap year. Yes, students, here we have listed out all the conditions. All the conditions I have listed out, is it true? Do I left any other any condition? No, all the conditions I have listed here. So based on that condition, here we have some of the test cases. Some of the test cases. So these are all the equivalent test cases. These are all equivalent test cases. Serial number 1, month 6, day 14, year 2000. Yes, it is according to my initialized initial value. All the values are valid values. All the values are valid values. All the values are valid values. So the expected output is 15. Expected output is 15. Yes, students, are you following? Any doubt? See, based on this condition, here we have some of the test cases. Based on the condition, here we have some of the test cases. Next, I'll take a fourth case. I'll take fourth case. Day is 6. Month is 6. Day is 29. Day is 29. And next day is what? Next day is 30. Next day is 30. 30 of 2000. And coming to condition 6. Condition 10. Month is 6. Day is 31. Day is 31 and year is 2012. Here, as we listed out, in the month of June, I have only 30 days. I have only 30 days. So here it is invalid because the day value is 31. So it is invalid. Coming to last case, month value is 7, date is 14, year is 1996. What is the next expected value? Month will be same. Day value will be incremented by 1. So it will be July 15. It will be July 15. Yes, students, these are all the condition. Based on this condition here, some of the equivalence class testing is done. Next we have equivalence class test case for a commission problem. What is commission problem? What is commission problem? Respond. Anybody remember what is commission problem? In a commission problem, we have a owner. We have a owner. That owner is manufacturing locks, stocks, and barrel. Locks, stocks, and barrel. Yes, students, don't take. When I was explaining this, I took other example, refrigerator example. If generally, if a salesperson is selling 100 refrigerator in 1 month, if he is selling one extra refrigerator, on extra one refrigerator, we are giving 2000 rupees extra. If I give extra amount on each extra sale, if I give a extra incentive, then the salesperson will be motivated to do more selling. If I put a cap, If I put cap, minimum is 10 refrigerators he has to sell, and after 10, how many ever the refrigerator he sells, I'm giving a 5,000 incentive. I'm giving 5,000 incentive. Then he will not work more, because if he is selling one also, he is getting 5,000 incentive. If it is say selling 10 also, see, this 10 is minimum. After this 10, if he is selling one refrigerator also, or if he is selling 10 refrigerator also, the extra incentive is only 15,000, 5,000. If the, yes students, you are understanding. See, in first, the minimum refrigerator he has to sell is 10. If I am giving incentive amount on each sale, if he is selling one refrigerator, then 2,000. If he is selling 6, then 6,000. On each I am giving extra 2,000. If he is selling 10, then 20,000. This is one case. One more case, though after this 10, though he is selling 1 to 10 also, though he is selling 1 to 10 also, he is getting only 5,000 extra amount. By this case, the salesperson will not be motivated. If you are giving 2,000 extra amount on each extra sale, then he will be motivated to do a more selling. So similarly, here in our example, in this commission problem example, the owner is producing locks, stocks, and barrel, and the range of lock is 1 to 70. So 7 per month he has to sell 70 locks, and 1 to 80 per month he has to sell 80 locks, and one barrels are 1 to 90, so he has to sell 90 barrels. And one more condition, if locks is -1, -1 andre eshtu, if he is not selling any of the lock. Yes, if he is selling, if the lock value is -1 means there is no sale. If he is not selling, if this occurs, if log is equal to -1 is used to control input iteration. So if the value is -1, then it will repeat the loop. It is used to control this log value -1 is used to repeat the loop. To repeat the loop, the log value is set to -1. Yes students, understood the basic valid condition? Understood the basic valid classes for the input variables? The log sale is, the log range is 1 to 70, stock range is 1 to 80, and the barrel range is 1 to 90. 1 to 90. For this, the corresponding invalid values, these are all the valid values. The corresponding invalid values, log is equal to 0. 0 means what? How much? 0 andre eshtu? 0 means there is no sale. There is no sale. Or log is equal to log is less than -1. Already -1 and there is no sale. So less than -1 is also a invalid variable, invalid classes. Logs less than 70. The range is up to 70. So here it is less than 70 is invalid. Stock is less than 1. Yes, sorry students, here it is greater than 70. Greater than 70. So here the range what he has given is 70. Here if it is greater than 70, then it is invalid. Less than 1, invalid. Greater than 80, invalid. Less than 1, invalid. Greater than 90, invalid. Yes, you understood now how we are taking valid and invalid here? See, the range is already set. This log range value is 1 to 70. Then we cannot take less than 1, we cannot take more than 70. The value should be from 1 to 70 only. If it is less than 1, then it is invalid. If it is greater than 70 also, it is invalid. Same thing for this also. Less than 1 is invalid, greater than 80 is invalid. Less than 1 is invalid, greater than 90 is invalid. See, this is a basic condition. These are all the basic conditions. These are all the basic conditions. Next, I have a table. In this table, what we are doing here, the same. This is a test case. The first test case, the test case value is 1. How many locks we are selling? 1 lock, 10 stocks, and 10 barrels. See, what is the range, students? What is the range of lock? 1 to 70. What is the range of stocks? 1 to 80. What is the range of barrels? 1 to 90. Yes, the sale is 10 locks, 10 stocks, and 10 barrels. So the expected output is $100. Next question. Next case. Lock value is -1. Lock value is -1. Yes, the lock value should be 1 to 70. No, the lock value should be 1 to 70, but here the lock value is -1, so the program will be terminated. The program will be terminated. You see, the next case also, the lock value is -2. It is not in a range. Why? Because the lock value should be 1 to how much? The lock value should be 1 to, come on, tell, the lock value should be 1 to 70. Coming to case 7. Case 7. In case 7, the lock is 35, stock is 40, and the barrel is -1. The barrel value is -1. See, lock value is valid, stock value is valid, but the barrel value is invalid. It is not in a range. Not in a range. Coming to the last example, in the last example, the lock value is 35, okay. Stock value is 40, okay. And the barrel value is 91. It is out of range. See, whatever the range here we have taken, so based on that range, here this is a test case table. The test case table. Yes, students, understood the test case tables? Understood the test case table, students? Respond. Artha aita? Here I have one more table for the test case, for commission problem test case. Lock value is -2. See, students, see here we are taking 3 inputs: locks, stocks, barrels. Out of these 3, if a single value is also not in a range, if a single value is also invalid, then we don't get a expected output. Correct? No? Then we don't get a expected output. Coming to this case 4. In case 4, lock is -1, stock is lock is -2, stock is -1, and the barrel value is 45. Barrel value is okay, it is true, within the range, but lock value and stock values are not in a range. Coming to the next case, in the next case, the lock value is not within the range. The stock value is within the range, and the barrel value is not within the range. So it is invalid. The expected output, the value of locks is not in range because the lock value is from 1 to 70, and the value of barrel is 1 to 90, but here it is -1. Coming to the last case, In the last case, the log value is -2 and the stock value is -1 and the barrel value is how much? The barrel value is -1. So all the three values are out of range. All the three values are out of range. The stock value is -1. The log value is 1 to 70, so it is -2. The stock value is 1 to 80, it is -1, and the barrel value is 1 to 90, so it is not in a range. So the expected output is the logs are not in range, the stocks are not in range, and the barrels are not in range. Yes, students, understood? So by seeing this next day problem, and commission problem, what we understood is whatever the values we take, the value should be within the range. The value should be within the range, and if it is not in the range, also we have a cases. Yes, if it is not in a range, also we have a test case. That is, if it is out of range, then we call this as a robust. If it is out of range, then, and one more thing, students, if out of range value, if you are checking only for a single value, we are checking a out of range value, we call that test as a weak robust equivalence class testing. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು out of range value ಇದ್ರೆ, see here, coming to second case. In the second case, yes, you can see the screen now, students. In the second case, we are checking a single invalid value. Yes, single invalid value. So it is a weak robust testing. It is weak robust equivalence class testing. But coming to sixth case, it is strong robust equivalence class testing. Why Sunil, it is strong robust equivalence testing? Sunil, are you there? Srinivas?
Yes, ma'am.
Why I am saying this case 6 as strong robust weak equivalence class testing?
It contains negative values as well.
Not negative value. Here we are checking multiple invalid values. Yes, here we have checked now, we have seen now. Yes, students, it is for everybody. Here the strong robust equivalence class testing, what we are doing, see, when you say strong means what? Multiple checking. The word strong, why the word strong has come? Because we are doing a multiple checking. And robust means invalid, out of range values we are checking. Out of range. So it is here multiple values we are checking, and we are out of range value we are checking. Yes, understood all of you? All of you understood? Yes, students, understood? Any doubt? All of you understood? See, this equivalence class testing is very important for your test as well as for your exams. Any doubt? Any doubt? Students, I'll stop here. And the next topic I'll do it in the next class. Okay. Asta is there? Asta. Kishore?
Present, ma'am.
Kishore, what is robust testing, Kishore? What is weak robust testing? Yes, students, you know the syllabus, no? Till last week, till last, in the last week, till Thursday, whatever the topics I cover, that will be there for your test. Yes, Kishore, what is weak robust testing? Aishwarya? Aishwarya,
Yes, ma'am.
what is weak robust? What you understood by weak robust? You did not understand. Arjun,
Yeah, ma'am.
what is weak robust? Why we say weak robust?
Ma'am, because single fault assumption, ma'am. It is a single fault assumption, so
Single fault assumption, yes.
or invalid values are also we call it as
Yes.
weak
See, in weak, we are checking for a single fault. We are checking for a single fault. Whereas in strong, we are checking for a multiple values. We are checking for a multiple values. When we say robust, in robust, we are checking for invalid values. Yes, in the graph clearly it has mentioned. See, this is weak normal. See, the values are within the range only, the valid values. See, strong normal, the multiple values, all possible values, but weak robust. We are checking a single values, but this is a, we are also checking for a out of range values. Yes, most point really the nodi. Yes, this is a out of range. Weak fault, weak robust. Strong robust ali nodi. This is out of range, this is out of range. There's so many out of range values. And strong means we are checking a multiple values. Weak and we are checking only a single values. Yes, students, any doubt? Any doubt? Answer your attendance. Asta, Abhinav,
Present, ma'am.
Aishwarya,
Present, ma'am.
Ambrish,
Yes, ma'am.
Anu,
Present, ma'am.
Abbas,
Yes, ma'am.
Arjun,
present, ma'am.
Ashok,
Present, ma'am.
Benita,
Present, ma'am.
Bhargavi,
Yes, ma'am.
Bhavisha,
Ma'am.
Chaitra,
Present, ma'am.
Dev,
Present, ma'am.
Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Dev.
Yes, ma'am.
Why you have not submitted your assignment?
I submitted, ma'am. It's
Huh?
I'm not submitted. Okay, ma'am. Sorry,
What
ma'am.
you
Actually,
don't know whether you have submitted or not. See, I'll share the screen and I'll show you whether you have see your Dev Malai missing.
sorry, ma'am. Actually, I don't have internet yesterday. That's why. Okay, I will send it, ma'am. Actually, I write it, but I don't submitted it. Okay, ma'am. I will submit it
Okay,
today,
submit.
ma'am.
Deepika L,
Present, ma'am.
Deepika M,
Present, ma'am.
Murli,
Present, ma'am.
Gangubai,
Present, ma'am.
Gudia,
Present, ma'am.
Harshit,
Present.
ma'am.
Ginger,
Present, ma'am.
Kavya,
Present, ma'am.
Kishore.
Ma'am, present, ma'am.
Why, Kishore, what is the problem? Why you are not submitted your assignment?
Ma'am, today I will submit it.
What today? Why today? Why not yesterday? The deadline was yesterday only. Lata,
Yes, ma'am.
Manisha.
Present, ma'am.
Yes, Manisha, what is your problem? Why you have not submitted your assignment?
Ma'am, I'll submit today.
Why today? Manjunath,
Yes, ma'am.
Nayana, Neelanjan.
Yes, ma'am.
Why Neelanjan? Where is your assignment?
Now I will send, ma'am.
Nishant, Nishant, Pavitra,
Present, ma'am.
Pavitra,
Present, ma'am.
Maithili,
Present, ma'am.
Priyanka,
Present, ma'am.
Pavan,
Present, ma'am.
Akash,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Rajeshwari,
Present, ma'am.
Rakesh,
Present, ma'am.
Ramya,
Present, ma'am.
Rashmi,
Present, ma'am.
Ravishankar,
enable
Yes,
the
ma'am.
GNSP VM.
Ravishankar,
इसके नीचे
Yes, ma'am.
वर्चुअलाइजेशन इंजन होगा कुछ आ रहा है
Rizwan,
Present, ma'am.
Vishal,
Present, ma'am.
Savita, Savita, absent. Shruti,
Present, ma'am.
Sneha,
Yes, ma'am.
Purti,
Present, ma'am.
Srinidhi,
Present, ma'am.
Srinivas,
Present, ma'am.
Vaishnavi,
Present, ma'am.
Vinny,
Present, ma'am.
Ramya, Gudiya, Abhinav,
Ma'am, Sunil
Ma'am,
present, ma'am.
present, ma'am.
Inappa?
Ma'am, Abhinav present.
Huh?
Ma'am, Sunil present, ma'am.
Sunil. Okay, I marked.
Ma'am, Abhinav
Few
present.
students have submitted very late. Ashok,
Yes, ma'am.
Ashok, Bhargavi, today you have submitted your assignment. Why so much late?
No, ma'am, network not there, ma'am, yesterday. I went to village for ma'am.
Ma'am, Ramya.
Attendance ಹಾಕ್ದೆ ಅವಾಗ I called.
Ma'am, again you called Ramya.
Late submission.
Okay.
Ma'am, I submitted yesterday, ma'am, but it shows
Yesterday,
late.
but no, I was giving the deadline up to 4:30. Here in GCR, if you delay by 1 second also, it will show
Yeah,
late.
ma'am, I submitted 6:30.
Benita, 12 o'clock. Sing late. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ ಸಿಂಗ್ 10:50. Ashok, Bhargavi, they have submitted today. Okay, students, study well for your test. Tomorrow, one more class I have. No, I don't have tomorrow. So Wednesday's class, if you from Thursday you have test, no?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಇದೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ ಇಂದ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you want, I'll do Wednesday, I'll do revision, otherwise I'll complete the syllabus. If you it is your wish. If you want me to do the revision, I will do, otherwise you decide today, tomorrow you study. If you have any doubt, you can ask in Wednesday's class, because tomorrow you don't have my class. Okay, students, see you in the next class.